So our worst fears have been realized, people. We have spent all of January and, in fact, the entirety of the last year pushing Chelsea to get another striker, pushing Chelsea to get some more firepower up top, because it was literally just Jackson or Palmer or nobody else. We have seen our goals dry up over the last 2 months. We've seen our finishing dry up over the last couple months, and we have pleaded, we have demanded, we have pushed for a striker, and we have got absolutely nothing. And now our worst fears have been realized. Nicolas Jackson is now out until April. Nicolas Jackson is out until April. It's okay. He managed to stay fit all of last season. He can go and do it again. Yeah, because that's how football works. You just rely on someone relentlessly for 1 year. You can rely on them the next year and the year after that and the year after that. Great. So now we have no strikers, because I know everyone's going to ask, what about Mark Keyu, guys? What about Mark Keyu? He's out till February too. So until the end of this month, we have no Hiyu, we have no Jackson, and we have to just basically rely on the remnants of Christopher Nkunku up top. Great. Absolutely great. These sporting directors, where are they? Winstanley and Stewart, the pair of you, they need to be sacked tonight. Sack them tonight. I know it won't happen, but I'm still going to push for it. I want these two gone immediately. This is a copy and paste from last year. Last year, we got rid of Broja. We didn't go in for a striker to help the numbers or anything like that. We just decided to rely on Nicolas Jackson. And thankfully, Jackson stayed fit. Even though we had that Gakon merchant, Maurizio Pochettino, running our players into the ground, Nicolas Jackson managed to stay fit. Now, this season, we have basically done the exact same thing again. We've acted like Nkunku is the striker, even though our manager has said numerous times he is not a striker. Numerous times that he is not a 9 and he's just playing him there because he doesn't trust any of the other options. And the entire window of January, we have pushed and pushed and pushed for an emergency option, for a loan option, for a permanent option, for literally any option up top. And now we don't have any options. So here you are, Clear Lake. Here you are, Winstanley. Here you are, Stewart. This is the problem that you have allowed to build. You have allowed this situation to occur. So you'd better hope we get top 4. You better hope we get a trophy. Otherwise, the targets are only going to be pointing at you lot. You guys are so lucky last season that Jackson stayed fit and your luck has run out. You have done absolutely nothing about our striker situation. But it's okay. We can just not get top 4 and just be in the Europa League next season, or God forbid the Conference League again, and then try and go to Liam Delap in the summer because Joe Shields knows him from the Manchester City days. And we can go and give their former club some more money with the sell-on clause. Yeah, great. And that transfer will be around in 4 months. And he might not even be the guy that we need. He's not as proven as an Osimhen, for example. But great. That is our genius plan. Unbelievable. No strikers until February. And after that disgusting performance from Christopher Nkunku, I'm now going to have to watch him play up top again. The one thing I will say for Nkunku and also for Maresca is that we are going to have to tweak the way that we play. And we're going to have to try and play a bit more towards Nkunku's strengths. We have to work on getting the ball to Nkunku in positions that he thrives in. Maybe not like trying to play it in behind, more like just trying to play the ball to feet with him. Let him combine with players in the final third. Maybe provide him some runners in the box. maybe like a Neto or a Noni, for example. Stop him picking up the ball in deep positions because he just doesn't have the ball carrying. He doesn't have the pace or the power that a Nicolas Jackson has. He doesn't have any of those attributes. I just want to see him picking up the ball in the final third because this is literally our only option. It's him or just let's run Cole Palmer into the ground even more by having him do striker shifts and have him do that maybe in the Conference League as well. Or God forbid he gets injured. We are one Palmer or Caicedo injury away from just literally being Tottenham. And just from me just signing out from this season, which I can't believe this is the point that we've got to. I can't believe it. Where us losing an out of form Nicolas Jackson is so debilitating. But this is where we are because we have sabotaged the last 2 transfer windows. We have asked for another striker options for not even the last 2, for the last 3. For the last 3. And every single window we have failed to act. Every single window we have waffled. I'm now seeing crap in this briefing that, where is it? Nkunku and Palmer have both proved they can score plenty of goals, which is why Chelsea and Maresca are optimistic that the team can cope with Jackson's losses. Now, if this was the case, why would you be trying to force Nkunku out the club? Why are we trying to do a deal for Matthias Tell with Nkunku going the other way if you're so optimistic that he's the answer for our problems? Because he could barely get any minutes in the first half of the season anyway, unless he was in the Conference League or the Cup. So clearly he wasn't a trusted enough option for us to bring off the bench. Because Maresca don't see him as a striker. So how can you be optimistic that the team can cope with Jackson's losses with Nkunku in that position if Nkunku was barely getting opportunities in that role anyway? It don't make any sense. And genuinely, I just think our attack is going to start looking so damn meaty, man. Especially off the ball. Like, Nkunku is so bad off the ball. And on the ball, he shouldn't be doing the Jackson role. He shouldn't be dropping deep to get involved in play. He should be collecting it in the final third. Collect the ball in the final third and have strict instructions to not drop back like that. Because when he does that, there is just no focal point. Or if he's going to do that, have Cole Palmer in the 10 position, push further forward, and have them rotate and combine between each other. But you can't play the same way that we played on Saturday. Otherwise, we are going to be the easiest team in the world to defend against. Brighton didn't have to do anything, just maintain their shape. So we're going to have to try and do something different. And that's going to be up to the manager to try and change. But man can miss me with this sort of briefing about being optimistic. Because right now, it feels like there's less and less for us to be optimistic about by the week. The form doesn't seem to improve. We're out of the FA Cup and we're losing players. We're losing key players. This has been an absolute mess. An absolute mess of 2 windows. And this form needs to turn around, but now we're losing one of our most important players. This is such a mess. This is genuinely such a mess. And they told us it was going to be a short-term injury as well. I feel like I've been lied to again. I feel like I've been lied to yet again. It's so annoying. It's so utterly infuriating, this position that we're in. But this is the position that we're in. So, whatever. Go to Brighton. Try and play in a different way. Try and have Nkunku get a bit more involved in the final third. Push Gusto out wide because clearly James ain't going to be fit either. Man can miss me with the whole resting crap. He still ain't been pictured in training either. Same as Nicolas Jackson. So man are lying about Reece James too. Everything going on in this club is just a lie. It's just lies left, right, and center, and I can't be bothered for it. It's a joke. It's an absolute joke. And I said for a year, go and strengthen in the market to consolidate our position. And we just rest on our laurels and we do it again and again and again and again. And I'm tired of it. It's a joke. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below, guys. Big up to every single one of you that's locked in. Hit the like button, subscribe. We'll be back tomorrow for the Brighton preview. This is pathetic. This is absolutely pathetic. Take care. Up the Chelsea.